and everyone, how are you all today? Welcome to another new episode of Rabbit Rambling. So today's topic is kind of a bit of a follow-up on last week's. Last week we were talking about Metroidvanias and the topic came up of what was actually a good Metroidvania and all that. But well, it's not exactly a direct follow-up. It's more of a sort of thing that came to my mind. Can broken games be good? Now, before we actually start, we probably need to establish what considered a broken game. What I will say is, games that are absolutely not playable or able to finish, those don't count. Those not for today's topic at least. Games that are more on a subjective matter broken, like the story doesn't work for people, the sound and the music is not good, or the graphics aren't good. Those are out as well. What I mean with broken is pretty much games that are playable, but have objective issues. Pretty much, if you can say, oh hey, this game has glitches, but it's still you can still play through it in its entirety. You just have to be careful about not doing the wrong thing, or just have to make sure you save regularly because a random glitch or something. Can these be fun? Now, obviously there's a group of people that find these fun because of how they can break it further to make speedrunning and stuff possible. I am more talking about in a general matter. And I think we have a really good example for this, which is the in November release, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Well, for those that come regularly over to my Twitch channel, have probably seen me play it a lot. I've been doing, ever since I finished the game, I've been doing Terra Race with my viewers and all that. So, for those, shameless plug here, by the way, come over to my Twitch channel. Generally, we do the raids on Fridays, so when this video come up is probably the next Friday will be again. So, twitch.tv/Inarian_VT, just like here on YouTube. Anyways, shameless plug aside. With Pokemon games, they have been kind of under fire this generation. Scarlet and Violet definitely has some bugs. I have encountered them on stream as well. No! No! I got an error that automatically closed the game. No! No, I'm not okay. And they are annoying. They can be really annoying if you lose several hours of... if you decide to, for some reason, turn off the autosave and then don't save at all, and you lose 2 to 3 hours of playtime or more. Not that I have any experience with that, of course, because I'm a smart bunny and I wouldn't do some things like that. No, I'm a smart bunny. I'm a really, really smart bunny. I wouldn't do something stupid like that. Definitely not. Nope. Okay, fine. I did something like that, and it was stupid. Anyways, that being said, yeah, can these be fun? I think I have been enjoying Pokemon Scarlet so far. Yeah, sure. I had some moments where I'm like, come on, seriously? You cannot mean that. And where I was like, well, pretty much getting really desperate, like, oh no, not again. Yeah, they are annoying. They are definitely annoying. Is the game fun though? I think so. It's probably one of my favorite Pokemon games I've had to play since probably X and Y. Yeah, Generation 7 with Sun and Moon was not all that for me. And well, Sword and Shield had their things. A lot of the things in there were kind of like, oh man, why? I mean that seriously, because it really had some major issues. that being said, I'm enjoying these games, and considering that how often people come actually to the streams to tap me, I think some of you will. But are there any games that are like that, where there are definitely technical issues that should have been fixed before the game was released, and that you are enjoying, or are there any games that you aren't enjoying that have stuff like that? I mean, let's see, are there any games like, oh, right, I remember one back in the day, I think it was Tonaico 2, which had like one of the penultimate bosses be like glitching the game to crash. I think, let's see, if I recall correctly, Nippon Ichi Software America released that game, or published that game. They actually did a recall for the disc, I think, or you could ask for a replacement disc or something. I'm not sure exactly how it went. It's been a long time since that game came out. It was PlayStation 2, so 2000 somewhere, I think. I'm not sure exactly, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, that kinda needed you to actually get a replacement to finish, and that was kind of, the game itself was fun, but that was kind of like, and personally, I think broken games can be fun as long as they are playable. And as I said, that's some games like No Man's Sky, kinda, I think. I'm not entirely sure in the situation, but there was a big huff about that when it came out, with it being like, that's not what we paid for. And it has improved over since, and apparently it's now a lot of people's favorite game because of what it does now. So the another one is Cyberpunk 2077. I think that was on. Yeah, the one that was released early 2022, I want to say. Well, I think you pretty much know which one I mean, right? It's that was really broken, and again there were recalls for it, and I haven't played it one, and it's not really my thing, but I have heard people being like, still broken. Some people like it. And what is your opinion on it? As I said, do you have any games like that are like mechanically broken, like not in the game mechanics, but actually the scripting and all that behind it that you like? A really good game that I regularly play that is kind of like held together by duct tape is Symphony of the Night, which it has so many glitches and stuff that doesn't work like it should, and oh boy, that's I kind of got into more knowledge on that when I started doing the randomizer, which I occasionally do. I should be doing one again sometime soon. Stay tuned for that. And man, that game is literally spaghetti code. The main reason why the randomizer is actually getting some updates now is because they are finally getting around to doing stuff with the code without completely breaking the game. Man, apparently that has been quite an issue, that if you changed one thing, that pretty much the entire game wouldn't work, and eventually they got better, but enemy placement still cannot be changed as far as I know, unless something has changed in the recent months for it. That being said, well, coming back to Pokemon, I've been enjoying it a lot, and I think, well, it would of course be better if it came out of the factory completely well done, with how the crunch work nowadays, and post-game updates. Yeah, game companies have become lazy, and for a game company like Nintendo, well, then again, Nintendo is more of a publisher for Pokemon, sort of. They hold the copyrights, I think. But Game Freak make the mainline games still, which is technically a different company, and they work together. They have a shared interest in the Pokemon company, which is like a matchup between. It's difficult, and not what I'm talking about. So we're not going to discuss that further. But yeah, it should have been. It should not have been this way. But the gameplay is fun. The story was, I think, one of the better stories in Pokemon for a long time. I think Gen 5 had some decent story, but kind of like. Yeah, Gen 5 was not my favorite anyways, because other than, well, they tried to do the story a lot better than what they used to do. It also kinda, didn't really evolve the games past adding hidden abilities, I think. Yeah. Oh, and reusable TMs, which we have already lost again. Well, at least we can make them now, I guess. That's the point. Fair enough. But I really liked just having one TM and being able to use it again and again and again. It made things so much easier. Then again, Gen 8 had to go with the technical records, which added a lot of moves into the pool for TMs, but TRs. Hey, different rent. Coming back. What's out of the game? A game that I just remembered was the original Trouwserman, Seiken Zetsu 3, also known, or more commonly known for a long time before Trouwserman actually became an official name for it. And that game also has a lot of bugs. Critical hits pretty much don't work. The luck stat is kinda useless aside from for opening chests. Evasion doesn't work correctly, if I recall correctly. There are actually some skills that kinda were useless because of all these bugs. It was kind of, well, man, was it fun to play. And yeah, I personally think that as long as the gameplay itself is not directly affected, these games, broken games, as in they are playable and but just have issues, can be really fun in my opinion. But a lot of people nowadays seem to think that the moment a game crashes once, it's a crappy game and they need a refund for it, because how dare a game crash on them? And I'm like, people, haven't you? I'm kind of like wondering, okay, sure, it shouldn't happen, but and if it's really unplayable, fine. But if it's like, I think I have like, let me check real quick. Let me check how many hours I have currently on Pokemon. I don't think I can see it right now. I think I have a... wait, I saved anyway. Let's see if it's on the startup screen. I think I have a good 100 hours at the very least on the game at this point. And... well, then again, this doesn't say that much. I mean, I have... like a good 100 hours on Disgaea 6 as well, but then again, I think 50 of those hours I haven't even played the game itself, and then that is just autoplay it, which was a thing in that one. And yeah, let's not talk about Disgaea 6 for now. Let's wait until what they do with Disgaea 7 when it hits the stores to see what they do with this, because Disgaea 6 was like kind of like, it's painful for me. Okay, I cannot see it, I guess. Well, then again, I probably can see how much time I've played. I've played it a lot, and that's the thing, really. But yeah, as I said, there are also some really well-made games that just don't feel right to me. Like Disgaea 6 had a lot of good quality of life improvements, and then they went really overboard with inflated numbers, which really were like, if your level 100 is the same as level 10 or something, then, but just bigger numbers, you're just inflating numbers at this point. And the whole thing with to actually get to the next threshold of leveling, to actually be able to it had issues, it had so much issues, but that's a ramble for another time. And that being said, yeah, bit of a short one today. Oh, and then again, we're already 15 minutes in again. Why do I say a bit of a short one while I'm like already 15 minutes in? I don't think I have a good hold of the time on this one. Anyways, I hope you all. Well, let me hear your thoughts about the subject in the comments. Say what broken games that you still like playing a lot, or what talking about. Well, never mind. My mind went somewhere that it shouldn't go. But yeah, leave a comment with what broken game you would like in you still like playing. What you think of if broken games can be fun, actually, because that's also an entire subject. And well, I will see you for the next ramble. Bye, buddy, and bye, bien.